know, we hate to see it.
I know. Unfortunately, we've been talking about it too since last week with this heat wave, that it was going to elevate our fire danger, and the potential for them to grow rapidly is there because of the heat. And now, fortunately, this is not a red flag day, so we're not going to see some very gusty conditions. Humidity levels are not extremely low, so we're still getting some high humidity levels in the overnight hours. But seeing the shot here from our Riverside camera, where you can see overlooking into Hemet at that Fairview fire, we've been seeing the glow here throughout the morning, and temperatures have been staying warm there. For Riverside, it's about 77 degrees right now. Over into Hemet in the low 80s this morning, and then heading into this afternoon, temperatures getting up to about 107 degrees. It is going to be very hot. Excessive heat warnings have been extended for interior areas until about Thursday night, and they've expired for the LA County coastline. Today's going to be a little bit cooler for some of the beaches. However, that's going to potentially come back tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Downtown LA 93, inland Orange County 97, Inland Empire and Valley is about 107 degrees today, so it is going to be a hot one again. The beaches 82, 87 for the mountains, and the high desert 109 degrees. We do have the potential for rain in the forecast, though. We'll be talking about that coming up here. Scott Reif now with a look at the traffic. Yeah, and that's the one thing we are excited to talk about in the forecast here, is the potential of that bringing us some rain here either late on Friday or by Saturday morning. So, of course, as it gets a little closer, we will have a better idea on that timing, but boy, do we need it. And what's better timing? 7 this afternoon, downtown LA 93, and then inland Orange County at about 97 degrees. For the beaches, 82, the mountains 87, high desert 109 degrees today, and very hot for Palm Springs at about 114. We'll let you know how long this heat wave is going to last, and then more about that potential for rain here in the forecast. Ladies, I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you very much.
Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday if you're headed back to work today. Good luck getting back to work or school after the long weekend. Unfortunately, we've been talking about this fire here out into the Hemet area, and this is seen from our Riverside camera, and so you can see it burning there. And, you know, we've been talking about the elevated fire danger here since we were tracking this heat wave well before the heat wave came. And so we are still dealing with the hot temperatures this week, and unfortunately, that's what firefighters are dealing with out there. The good news is we're not in red flag conditions, so we're not dealing with some gusty Santa Anas. Breezes are going to pick up later this afternoon, so most likely just getting up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. But humidity levels are not terrible this morning. We are in the 50s for Hemet, although temperatures are still warm. 77 out into Riverside, but in the Hemet area, we have a little weather station there where we are watching the conditions, and it's been in the low 80s there this morning. Temperature at about 81 degrees. You can see it here on our temperature map. Temecula at 74, wherever you are. So we do have an expired heat warning there for LA County coastline. So now LA County coast and Ventura County beaches are out of the excessive heat warning. However, we may see them get reissued tomorrow because those temperatures are expected to move right on back up. And then down into the Orange County area, those have been extended through Friday night. So it's still going to be staying hot for the interior areas. It's been extended through Thursday night, where you still have the potential to see some heat-related illnesses there. High pressure staying in place until about this weekend, and we're hoping it moves out of the way enough to be able to get some of the rainfall that we could be seeing and are expecting right now from Hurricane K. By later this week, it's expected to track up the coast in Mexico and then get closer to Southern California. By about Friday night, as early as Friday night, we could see some showers here, and then again on Saturday. So we could have some wet weather by the weekend, and boy, do we need it. This is looking at Friday night, where you start to see some of the shower activity moving closer to the Los Angeles area and then moving over our region here by Saturday morning. So hopefully this track stays the same, and we will see it here. So that is the end of the week. And then by Saturday, temperatures drop, and we have a 40% shot to even see some thunderstorms with this, about 1/2 of an inch to an inch of rain. But for other areas like the foothill, humidity levels increase by the end of the week, and then we have about a 40% shot to see some showers there Saturday and Sunday. Ladies, I will send it back to you.
Showers would be great, Brianna. Thank you. Let's take a look at the...
Yeah, good morning. Unfortunately, not what we wanted to see this week. Not ever what we want to see, but especially in such a long heat wave like this, too. We've been talking about the elevated fire danger, and we are in it. It's going to be very hot there in Hemet today. Not seeing much relief overnight. The only good news is, I mean, we're not dealing with red flag conditions. This is not a Santa Ana day, so that is great news. Humidity levels have been decent overnight, so that's helpful, but the overnight temperatures have still been pretty warm there. It's been in the low 80s in Hemet this morning. Excessive heat warnings have been extended through Thursday night for the interior areas, so it's going to be hot today. Today's just going to be about a degree or two cooler than yesterday. We're going to have a little bit better of an onshore push. Also, marine layer along the coast, that's going to help cool off the LA County beaches, so no longer under an excessive heat warning. May see those get reissued, though, by tomorrow because it's going to heat back up. Orange County beaches, excessive heat warning in place through Friday night. So the heat wave continues through the end of the mountains and the high desert, about 109 degrees. We have cooler temperatures in the forecast and also potential for rain by the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Hurry up and get to that rain. Yeah. Brianna, thank you. And we have been
areas this morning. Unfortunately, we've been talking about this fire here out into the Hemet area, and you've been able to see the flames overnight. This is from our Riverside camera overlooking Hemet and the Fairview fire. And now that we've seen the sunrise starting to get a little bit brighter out there, you can see this huge plume of smoke. This is not a Santa Ana day, so we're not in the red flag condition. So major winds, not really a concern. Breezy weather is going to pick up this afternoon, though, but not really getting stronger, between about 10 to 20 mile per hour. So as we head into today, it is going to be very hot there. Firefighters are dealing with the heat. It's going to be up to about 107 degrees in Hemet, and it's been warm overnight, but the humidity levels have been up, so that's been good. It's been about the 50s there for Hemet. Riverside is about 77 degrees right now. You can see on our temperature map, though, it's about 81 in Hemet. It's not cooled off much more than the low 80s overnight. The valleys, the Inland Empire, all the interior areas. And it expired for the LA County coast because it's going to get a little bit cooler today due to a little bit better of an onshore push and some marine layer clouds this morning. That could get reissued tomorrow. Orange Counties goes through Friday nights because tomorrow those temperatures are expected to warm back up again. So today, most areas getting about a degree or two cooler, not enough to notice it or really benefit from the relief. And then tomorrow, those temperatures just spike back up to where they were yesterday. High pressure still in place. It's keeping us very hot, and that flow around the high pressure still bringing a small chance of some showers or thunderstorms through the end of the week. But by the weekend, it's Hurricane K that's going to be moving up the coast of Mexico. That's going to bring us a better shot for some showers, but also some thunderstorms. But there's going to be enough moisture with it that hopefully dry lightning won't be an issue because as this moves up, it's going to bring plenty of moisture, and the potential for rain is looking better for us too. So this is a look at the track as we head into as early as Friday night. Some of that rainfall starts to get closer to us here, and you can see it moving up, getting closer to Los Angeles. This is looking about 9:30 Friday night, and then heading into Saturday, looks like we're going to be seeing some rain here in Southern California. So we hope that track stays as is, and we will see some of that here by the week. By Friday, a little cooler, 10% shot of a thunderstorm, better chance as we head into the weekend. We're going to be seeing about a half of an inch to an inch of rain on your Saturday and your Sunday. Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Bree, thank you. Let's take a look at traffic.
Fortunately, we are dealing with the heat wave still, and then some breezy weather is going to be picking up later this afternoon. So we're not going to be seeing some gusty winds, and thank goodness this is not a Santa Ana day. It is still going to be getting breezy, though, so we are going to see those winds pick up a bit this afternoon, about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And this is a live look from that fire. This is from our Riverside camera overlooking out into Hemet, the Fairview fire, and so you can see a lot of smoke there. Temperatures starting to heat up in this area. Riverside camera there is about 95 degrees. Hemet there, you can see it's about 94. And temperatures are warming up in Big Bear as well, where we're at about 81 degrees. That's where we have that other fire burning. So heat is going to be the big factor, and then also seeing some of those winds pick up as we head into this afternoon. Again, it's going to be breezy, not extremely gusty, but those humidity levels are dropping as well. So Hemet started off with some humidity this morning in the 50s, now dropping to the teens. So it's starting to get a little bit more dry out there. We're going to be dealing with the heat this afternoon, and unfortunately, those are some ingredients for some rapid fire growth that we have been seeing here. So we have some relief in the forecast, though, cooler temperatures and also the possibility of rain. I'll be talking about that coming up here, guys. I'll send it back to you.
That will be welcome. Okay, Brianna, thank you. Today, we also...
This heat wave just feels never ending at this point. There is relief in sight, and it is going to end. It's just going to be a couple days away, so we still have to get through this week. And then we have some potential for rain, and it's been really nice to talk about and see in some of the models. Hopefully it plays out and makes its way to us, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Stepping out the door here, it is very hot in some of the deserts. 104 degrees out in Palm Springs already. Of course, we've been watching the conditions down to Hemet, where we have one of the fires burning, the Fairview. It's about 94 degrees there. Starting to get a little bit more dry, but we have had some humidity humidity levels that have been fairly high, and we've had some moisture in the atmosphere, so that's been helpful. And then we will see some breezy weather picking up this afternoon, but we shouldn't see winds really too much stronger than about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So that's also excessive heat warnings for interior areas have been extended through Friday night now. So this heat wave is going to take us through the end of the work week. And then by the weekend, we will have some cooler temperatures finally and the potential for some rain. So we're staying very hot right now because this high pressure over Nevada and Utah still just sitting there. And we have that flow around the high that's bringing up some of that moisture and some monsoonal weather into some chance to see some showers and thunderstorms by the weekend. And that's because of Hurricane K this week. Recent tracks shows she's kind of drifting off to the west a little bit, but it still looks, as of now, close enough to be bringing us some shower activity here. It's going to be humid. We have the potential to see some showers. It's going to be a little breezy. We could see some thunderstorms with this as well. So we may have some wet weather by the weekend. This is looking at about Friday night. Still showing some showers getting close to Los Angeles. And then as we head into Saturday, moving into our region here, and then potentially bringing some spotty showers even into Sunday. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed for this. All the weekend, we're going to drop down to some mid 80s and the potential to see up to about a half of an inch to an inch of rain right now and some thunder today. Today, we're cooling off a couple degrees. Tomorrow, warming back up a couple degrees. Not enough to get out of those heat warnings and not a chance to see a pop-up thunderstorm here the next few days. That will increase as we head into the weekend. Potential for flash flooding too for some of these areas for the mountains and deserts if we see some of those thunder. Very hot for the high desert through the end of the week too. Finally out of the triple digits by the weekend. Nice to see some potential, at least, for some rain out there, guys. I'll send it back to you.
We'll take potential. We'll take actual rain. We'll take whatever we can get. Brianna, thank you. Here you see the firefight for what's behind you, but then even those guys right there on the 5 freeway, that is just brutal work in this heat.
I know, and close to where we just saw one last week as well. So unfortunately, the firefighters have such a tough job out there right now. Temperatures are just so hot, and we are seeing triple-digit heat in the afternoon hours, but it's already hot out there, and so I know they just have their work cut out for them, and hopefully they're able to stay safe as they're doing this. This is a live look from our Big Bear camera. So we of course have a couple fires that are happening. If you've been tuning in with us, this is the one that you can see from our Big Bear camera. It looks like we're seeing some ash flying around here. It's about 82 degrees. Temperatures are warm there for the mountain communities. You can see it's a little breezy. We have winds at about 12 miles per hour. Humidity levels have dropped since this morning, but the good thing is we're getting them overnight. So it's been fairly humid overnight. We've been seeing some areas in the 60s and the 70s for some of these spots. This is a live look from our Riverside camera too, overlooking the Hemet area. Temperatures starting to really warm up out there, and it is going to be another very hot afternoon. We are not going to be seeing much relief here until we head into the weekend, but once we do, we have cooler temperatures and also some chances of rain due to a hurricane off the coast of Mexico. We'll be talking about that coming up here in just a little bit, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, thanks, Brianna. As much as you can.
And I mean, we've been looking at the same excessive heat warning map for way too long now, and it continues, unfortunately, all the way through the end of this work week as well. And then things will finally change, so that will be nice when it does happen. 100 degrees out into Lancaster, very hot, and still in that heat wave on Friday. It's not until the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to start to see some better relief. Starting to see temperatures get closer to some triple digits. Woodland Hills at about 99 degrees. As about 87 in Fullerton, 78 in Seal Beach, and low 80s in Long Beach. So we're talking about the fires, of course, and we are dealing with the heat, and then we're also going to be dealing with a little bit of a breeze that's going to be picking up this afternoon. And as you look later this afternoon, you start to see most of these winds are between about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Unfortunately, we do not want to be seeing this out into the Inland Empire, so we are going to see some winds pick up. It looks like they're coming out of the southwest, and then for the Big Bear area, we've already been seeing a little bit of a breeze there this morning. And then that will continue on. Overnight, we will start to see them calm down just a little bit, but we are expecting some stronger winds potentially by the end of the week. We have a lot of changes happening, dependent upon a hurricane that is moving up the coast of Mexico and bringing us the chance of some rain here. So here's a look at the excessive heat warning. Still going to have a chance to see some heat-related illnesses out there and suffer from those through the end of the week. So still try to limit your outdoor activities. That high pressure is still strong and in place here over Utah, Nevada, and it's bringing and she's going to move on up the coast of Mexico over the next couple days. And as we head into the weekend, bringing us a shot to see some showers here. And we're going to hope that this track stays kind of where it is because it's showing some showers moving into Southern California. This is looking about Friday night. You start to see some rain getting closer. Most of us should be seeing it by Saturday. This could all change, though, over the next couple days. So we'll just be hopeful that to the week, very warm, mid to upper 90s. As we head into the weekend, finally cooler with some mid 80s. We could even see some thunderstorms. surf as well once she starts to get a little bit closer up here. And then as we head into the weekend, we're going to see some highs just in the upper 70s. Up to about an inch or two of rain as of now. Hopefully this track doesn't change, but we will keep you updated as the week goes on. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. Here's a